of December. You're with episode 62, and it is so great. Hopefully you're able to join us today and aren't too busy roaming around getting ready for the holidays, starting for many tomorrow. So welcome, and hopefully it is all well and good at your place, under control. We're having a great day here. All of us are on board at the shop today. Stitch in Summer, we've got Sock Mortician Edition, $7.95 in Stitch in Summer today. If you haven't had your email in your inbox, do make sure you check that out, or go and have a look at our social media. Both variants, both DK and 4-player, are on sale. And if you're wanting to knit, this way, the incredible Nanilchik Swan Show, which I did in Sock Mortician DK a little earlier in the year, on a project like this, currently it's $2 a ball off. You would save around, let me think about this, $20 off the entire project. So actually more than that. It's even $40 off the entire project. So some really, really, really good savings to be had. I totally loved knitting this project. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the Nanilchik Swan Show by Caitlin Hunter, and it was, really, really enjoyable. And I'm trying to remember how many balls I used total. I think I used 11. I think I used something like 15 or 16 balls total in the entire project. Actually, less than she recommended. So if you've been, I know a number of you wanted to knit this, and if you're wanting to do it and save yourself a bit of cash, this would definitely be the time to stock up and save. But don't panic, there's still plenty to be had with other Stitch in Summer specials across the rest of the summer. I've been in since 6:30 this morning getting all of those loaded, so they're all ready to go while I've got a few days off. Now, first things first, I just thought I'd do some housekeeping and let you know about when we're here and when we're not here. We will be, we're open today until 3:30, so if you're in town and you're visiting and you want to come and see us, do pop by and say hello. So we will be here until 3:30 this afternoon, and then we are closed for the next 4 days, but we're back open on Tuesday, just in time for the next Stitch in Summer special. So that's great news. We'll be open for the 3 days in between, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that takes us to New Year's Eve, and then we'll be closed again for the next 4-day weekend. And then after that, back to normal hours. Easy peasy, just like that. If you're traveling around, especially in a camper across the summer, and you make your way to Hawke's Bay, great news. Don't let the driver of the camper tell you, we don't want to go there, the parking will be a pain. Absolutely not the case. If you've ever visited us, we have a huge car park. The joys of being on the edge of the light industrial area, and we share our car park with the fabulous Myco Plumbing next door, and we've got over 22 car parks, and we can fit campers, no problem. So if you're in a camper, there's no worries with parking with us whatsoever. So that's great news. What else? Bit of a birthday shout out. Stephen Berg, as it's his birthday today, the fantastic Stephen B. I won't let the cat out of the bag of how old he is, because I do know that too. But happy birthday to Stephen. He is a Christmas Eve baby, and what I love about him is he loves celebrating his birthday on Christmas Eve, and always has wonderful celebrations in his store in Minneapolis. So if you're a friend of Stephen's or follow him on social media, make sure you wish him a very Kiwi or down under happy birthday, because the best part is he gets an extra long birthday since we get to Christmas Eve before the Americans do. So a big happy birthday to him. Hey, great to see everybody on board this morning, and a few of you, it looks like you're out and about. I see Daryl is up in the Bay of Islands. I know that's a wee way from where you usually are. So good morning to you all. Merikiri mete Lisa, Merry Christmas to you too. So great you can make it today. I really do appreciate it. Right, a few things to show you, and I'm not going to keep you too long today. It's going to be nice and short and sweet. Because I've got to get these things loaded. We've got so much to do before I head away. But I did get a little bit more knitting done on my project. To be honest, I got none done yesterday because I was so busy. But as you can see, you can now sort of see how this looks with those stripes. And I'm really pleased with how this is progressing. I'm using a Quinton & Co yarn that I've actually bought at 2 separate times over the years, the last 10 years. and I'm doing Miss Jane by Georgie Nicholson, and it's going to look great. I'm now working my way down the body, and it's actually growing at a rapid rate of knots, and I'm really excited about that because I'm being very, very good because I want to get this finished because I really want to cast on our new flight in Pulse, which you may have seen is now up and live. I popped an email out yesterday. I teased them with you on Monday. Claire and I, in fact, the entire team, we are so thrilled with these yarns. We're utterly delighted. And in fact, the swan show behind me, the swan show behind me would look incredible actually in these yarns, whether it be all in flight or a mixture of the two. And I'm going to do another Miss Jane using those yarns because I love the way the stripes change direction in this design. It's really clever from Georgie, and it makes actually using that direction change by having patterned or striped yarns actually makes a feature of it and it makes it stand out, whereas when it's in a single color, it's something that you don't necessarily notice. So I can't wait. But I promised myself to be monogamous to get this finished first before I cast on the next one, because I know once I cast on the next one, I won't want to go back to this. So I am being very disciplined on that, but that should be okay because I'm taking some time off, which means that the Skeinz Diaries will also be having some time off. So today will be the last day and we will kick back off again on Monday the 18th. So that will give us all plenty of time to get knitting and working on our Stitch and Summer projects while we're away. So Flight and Pulse, I know a number of you bought some Flight and Pulse and I wanted to get it on yesterday. Steph has done a fantastic job with the photos as usual. And what she's gone and done with the Pulse, as you may have noticed, is there's quite a, so the Pulse yarns are incredible because what they are a four-fold twisted yarn, which in each one of those is a long ombre print and they've been twisted together to create the most incredible effect. So we've just gone and taken one of the shades quickly yesterday, and Heather's gone and very cleverly put it on these knitting needles for the shop, but we just wanted to show you how those prints change and look. So this one is Flutter, which is the pinky looking one, but that's two balls. And this is the beautiful thing about Pulse, is it is entirely random because you've got four strands, all ombre, all twisted together at the same time. You do get these really incredible shifts of colour. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to hold that a little bit closer. Now, Flutter is one of the colours where the shift is quite dramatic. Another one that's quite dramatic is this one here, which is, this one is Quake. So Quake is very similar to Flutter, but in these sort of cooler tones. And the nice thing about this is it means that it's a real lottery, which is why I'm really looking forward to knitting the Miss Jane. And I mean, whilst you could double ball and alternate your rows, I think half the fun is seeing how the colours are going to graduate and move next. We have got this with the sample knitter at the moment. We've sent her over a whole group of patterns to have a look at. And to knit across the summer period. And she actually texted me this morning and I'll show you what she's knitting. It's utterly gorgeous. So this is the one that she's already started on this morning, which has Bean and Olive by Andrea Mari. And if you're looking for any patterns in to use for these Pulse yarns or the Pulse and Flight together, Andrea Mari uses these style of variegated or printed plied yarns a lot, and she has got a number of designs that really maximize the beauty of these yarns. So she's a really good starting point. This one we utterly adore. This is Bean and Olive, and we couldn't help ourselves. We had to, and that's actually a great shot there to show you. We wanted to show you how you got that beautiful graduate. Can we zoom that in? There we go. Those subtle graduations of colour. And Del sent me through an image this morning and she's worked through that colour work. It looks fabulous. She said it's working up beautifully. She said it feels great. It looks really good. And this is the sort of pattern, if you've got kids to knit for, or even this even goes up to adult sizes as well, this is a fantastic pattern that really allows you to maximise both the colour work and the softness and the beautiful colours that we have in both ranges. And I mean, I've just plucked these two out. I mean, those two would look amazing. Let's get back to a bigger screen so you can see them. There we go. I think these two would look absolutely incredible in that. The trick is to find some contrast, but what I love about these pulse yarns is because of all the different colours that you've got here. I mean, I've just plucked this out. This is the Katydid from Flight, but because of the orange also in there, see, look at that. The Monarch looks incredible as well. Now, if you were then also going to do something like the Niniltric Swatcho behind me, you could actually do both Katydid and Monarch and maybe one of these pulse colours, and then throw in a really third off-the-wall colour. Like, actually, the Swan would look amazing, or the Dove, which is the cream. It just play around with colour. It is so much fun. And this is where the genius of Steph comes in, getting back to Steph, our photographer. You may notice that when you go to the Pulse page, that you'll see a colour listed, and it may actually have four, five, 6 images of the yarn. And the reason we do that is because the shifts in colour. And we just want to show you the mass representation of colours across the different drifts that you get and the shifts that you get within the range. So pick the mood that you're looking for. So ones like Flow, for example, the shift isn't so great, but they're beautiful, rich, vibrant blues. Well, then we have this one here, like the Quake, which is this really crazy sort of cooler, zingier, brighter, richer shift, and there's lots of shifts. Or this Flutter, which is this, as I showed you before, is this beautiful, soft, oh, that's a good way to hold it up, isn't it? Softer shifting, you know, it's a little bit more feminine, a little bit more romantic. Yeah, so there's lots of different options. See, like, I mean, just holding this up, see again, this is both Katydid and Monarch. As solid contrast would work with this as well. So we've tried to do it that you're able to use both the yarns together if you want, and it just opens up the options for you. I'm doing, what have I got? I have got Lacewing and Quake, I think, are the two colours that I've chosen for my Miss Jane. So I'm really looking forward to getting those cast on. I just can't wait. Honestly, it'll be fantastic. So I thought I'd let you get those on, because some of you are doing Stitch and Summer specials at the moment, and it means that you can pop those yarns in there as well. And, you know, flat rate postage, so you may as well make use of it. But don't panic if you're actually finding that, you know, the purse has taken a bit of a hammering over Christmas. That's okay, because we've got heaps and heaps and heaps of this yarn in stock. You don't have to rush out and buy it straight away. It will be there once you get through Christmas, and you've had to have a, you know, let the wallet recover from the festivities and the festive season. What else did I have to tell you today? I have told you about the hours. I'm not going to be here until the 18th. Stitch and Summer is still keeping going. No, I think that's everything. Nice and short. Told you it's going to be short and sweet. But I do want to thank everybody for an amazing year. I know it's certainly got one that's going to be talked about for a very, very long time. But, you know, this year, Claire and I were talking about it this morning, is we've really felt so humbled by our incredible Skeinz community and our wonderful groups. And you have supported us through this really difficult year, and I hope we've been able to be there for you too, bringing you great yarns, bringing you affordable yarns, and helping you with whatever you might need. Many of you have restarted your stitching journey after a long hiatus across lockdown, and so many of you picked up needles and hooks for the very first time this year. So welcome aboard. We're so glad that you've actually chosen to share a little bit of your journey with us in 2020, and we can't wait for what we've got to show you in 2021. So Merry Christmas to you all, and have a wonderful holiday. Hopefully you get a break, but if you don't, enjoy your family, give somebody a hug, share a smile, and we will see you back here in 2021. Take care.